Hey, what's up there, young historians? It is January 5th, 2021, and it is a Tuesday. Yes, today we're going to be talking about the Reconstruction era. We'll be talking about that a little bit. But before we do, let's talk about some birthdays here. The first birthday, ironically enough, is King Gillette. Now, we've been talking a lot about the Civil War, facial hair, the facial hair era, growing these big bushy beards. Well, ironically enough, 10 years before the Civil War ended, King Gillette was born. You recognize that last name. Yeah, he's a American businessman from Wisconsin, and he invented the best-selling safety razor. Yeah, thin, inexpensive, disposable. So 10 years before the end of the Civil War, King Gillette is born. Inexpensive razors rise to prominence, and people start shaving off all those beautiful beards, although they leave these beautiful mustaches as well. So happy birthday to King Gillette. Happy birthday to George Reeves, the original Superman. This is a guy who made it cool to wear your underwear on the outside of your pants. Yeah, he was born in 1914. He only lived to be 45 years old, unfortunately. He died of a gunshot wound, which is pretty terrible, especially for a man of steel that bullets bounce right off of him. He is the original Superman. Yeah, from 1952 to 1958. He was on the TV show Superman. He was also in Gone with the Wind. He appeared in a couple of episodes with a future president, Ronald Reagan. A couple of TV shows with Ronald Reagan. Happy birthday also to Carrie Ann Inaba. She was born in 1968. She's 53 years old today. She's a TV personality, an actress, a dancer, a choreographer, and she's, to me, best known as being one of the judges on Dancing with the Stars. I just always remember the guy going, and Carrie Ann Inaba gives a 9.5. So happy birthday to her. And happy birthday, lastly, to Deadmouse 5? Deadmau 5? Deadmouse. He was born in 1981. He's 40 years old today, the big 4-0. He's a Canadian DJ, music producer. He's got 6 Grammy noms, and the song you heard at the entrance there was one of his songs. On this day back in 1933, the Golden Gate Bridge was born. That beautiful orange bridge there in San Francisco. At the time, it was the longest bridge span in the world when it was built back in the 1930s. And on the first day that it opened, 200,000 people crossed over that bridge on the first day. An iconic piece of an iconic monument and piece of architecture in the United States. On this day in 1979, the hip-hop song by the Sugar Hill Gang was born, Rapper's Delight. I'll play it at the end here if you've never heard Rapper's Delight. It was kind of introduced the world to hip-hop music, and it was, right now, it's currently number 251 on Rolling Stone magazine's top 500 greatest songs of all time. So it's in the top 500 greatest songs of all time. And in 1919, Babe Ruth, historic transaction. Babe Ruth was sold from the Boston Red Sox to the New York Yankees. His contract was sold across town there to the rivals, creating this rivalry, this long-time rivalry between Boston and New York. Babe Ruth goes on to be one of the greatest baseball players of all time, and the Red Sox, I think, forever regretted that decision. All right, today's plan. First, you're going to watch the video that I have posted below, the Reconstruction Era Introduction. To gain an understanding of what the topic is all about, I'll give you just a little bit of an idea. The Civil War was devastating. After the Civil War, there was much work to be done. They needed to reconstruct this country. This is the Reconstruction era. After you've watched that short video, it's 5 minutes long, then you're going to also work on some vocabulary. We haven't done that much this year. You're going to discover the definition of key vocabulary words for this topic by completing this document here, the Reconstruction Era Vocabulary. Make sure you read all of the instructions on the document. It's posted on the assignment as well. You will make sure that you look through these context clues, and then you're going to be doing some matching. So let me tell you just a little bit about this real quickly. For the context clues, you're going to read these sentences, and you're going to highlight or underline clues to what the word means. Okay? You'll see the word in bold. That's the vocab word. The bolded word is the vocab word. You're going to look for clues and underline or highlight those clues. After you've done that, then you're going to just read the definitions and match the word with the definition. If you're not sure what the answer is, if you're not sure how they match up, you can look it up. But this is what's best for your brain and best for you to understand vocabulary, is to try to make the connections first in your head. Try to make the definition on your own first, and then look for the definition down below that is going to match up with the word that you're defining. Okay, so that's some Reconstruction Era vocabulary Yes. Okay. Lastly, your code word today is no code word. We don't have a code word today. No keyword, no code word. You don't have to put that anywhere. Just wanted you to watch all the way to the end. All right. I'll see you next time. Peace.
You don't stop, but rock it out, baby, rubber to the boogity bang bang, the boogie to the boogity beat. Now what you hear is not a test, I'm rapping to the beat. And me, the groove, and my friends are gonna try to move your feet. You see, I am Wonder.